Hello guys, Adrian here. Today I'm back with ghost stories that will scare the crap out of you. Watch till the end so that you don't miss any part of the stories. Demon of Detroit. The Demon of Detroit is a true scary story about the Cole Adams house in Detroit, Michigan, which was said to be haunted by a horrible thing of unspeakable terror. It all started in the early 1960s when Mr. and Mrs. Adams moved into the house in Detroit, Michigan. They had five small children and a pet dog. Almost as soon as they moved in, the family seemed to sense that there was something wrong with the back bedroom. All of the children avoided it, and even the dog refused to go inside. It was a tiny room with just enough space for a bed and a built in closet in the corner. Mr. Adams worked the night shift at the Cadillac assembly plant, so when he came home in the morning, he would sleep in the back bedroom. It was far enough away from the rest of the house that he thought no one would disturb him. However, sleeping in the bedroom always gave him a strange and uneasy feeling. Almost immediately, he began to experience horrible nightmares. They were so vivid and real that he would wake up screaming and shaking with fear. In one of the ghastly nightmares, he dreamed that he opened the closet door and the blood soaked and mutilated body of a woman fell out. As the days went by, the dreams became worse and worse. He lost so much sleep and he was so exhausted that he ended up moving back to the master bedroom with his wife. The nightmare suddenly stopped. When his mother came to visit the family, they let her sleep in the back bedroom. The next morning, she said she didn't get a wink of sleep. Her face was pale and her whole body was shaking. She claimed she had heard terrible sounds in the room that went on all night long, as if someone was trying to break in. She refused to sleep in the bedroom again and decided to cut her stay short and go home. After that, Mr. and Mrs. Adams began to realize that something dark and loathsome was lurking in the back bedroom. Then, an old friend of the family came to town and they gave him the room for the night. They didn't mention a thing to him about their own unpleasant experiences in the room. Shortly after midnight, the man was lying in bed when he was awakened by the feeling of someone turning him over. He opened his eyes and saw someone standing outside the bedroom door. It was a woman with long hair, but she had her back to him. She was wearing a short fur coat and a blue dress. He got up and started walking towards her, but all of a sudden every light in the house went off. He was stumbling around in the darkness, and when the lights came back on again, he found himself in the kitchen. Mrs. Adams was there, washing her hair in the kitchen sink. All of a sudden, they heard a terrible, unearthly wailing sound that left both of them speechless with fright, and a sickening smell filled the room. Then the heavy trapdoor in the kitchen floor that led to the dark basement started opening and slamming back down. Terrified, they called the police. Within minutes, a few officers were searching the house from top to bottom, but they didn't find anything. The next morning, when Mr. Adams got home from the plant, his wife and friend were waiting for him. As calmly as they could, they told him what they had experienced during the night. He didn't believe them. That evening, he decided to sleep in the back bedroom. He was just about to drift off when he heard someone moving in the room. He thought it was his wife, but when he called her name, there was no answer. He turned over to look and saw a hideous face just inches from him. It was the most horrible thing he had ever seen. The eyes stared past him, and the mouth moved to talk, but all that came out was a hissing sound and a terrible stench. Mr. Adams came running out of the back bedroom, his eyes wide and screaming with terror. He was ripping handfuls of hair from his head as he ran. His friend tried to grab him and hold him down, but Mr. Adams went berserk, kicking and fighting. Finally, his wife and his friend managed to throw a blanket over him and wrestle him to the floor. The house was filled with the same nauseating stench they had smelled the night before. An hour later, he had calmed down enough to tell his family about the ghastly and indescribable face he had seen. The husband and wife grabbed their sleeping children from their beds and fled into the night. The next morning, they all moved in with Mrs. Adams' parents in a different part of Detroit. The Adams family had to admit defeat, and they left the house and the back bedroom to the horrific entity that was lurking in it. The Demon of Detroit. Hairy Hands of Dartmoor. The Hairy Hands is a scary true ghost story about a stretch of road in Dartmoor, UK, where motorists claim to have seen a pair of disembodied hands grabbing the steering wheel. On a stretch of road in Dartmoor, United Kingdom, there have been many sightings for almost a century of a pair of disembodied hairy hands that appear suddenly, grab at the steering wheel of a moving car, and then force it off the road. Picture this: you are driving along the narrow, misty, moonlit moors. It's a dark, cold night. All of a sudden, the steering wheel or handlebars are grabbed by a gruesome pair of gross-stick, hairy, gallows hands that are inhumanly strong and do their best to fight you for control of your car. That's a story that's been repeated many times since the first incident in 1921, when a Dartmoor prison guard was killed as his motorcycle went out of control and crashed. The tale was related by his children who were riding in the sidecar. All they heard was their father shouting at them to get off the bike, and apparently, wrestling with the steering, they jumped clear and survived. Their dad did not. This happened again when another motorcyclist and passenger were driven off the road at the same spot. This time, the passenger saw a large hairy hand grab the handlebars and forcibly crash the bike. In 1924, a young couple were camping in a caravan in the area, and the woman was awakened in the middle of the night by a large disembodied hand covered in hair crawling up the outside of the caravan window. In her terror, the woman made the sign of the cross, and the hand seemed to disappear. The tale has been heard again and again, and the area has become notorious for accidents. Many of the survivors giving the story of feeling or seeing the large rough hands covered in hair grabbing at them and trying to crash their vehicles. Rumors abound that the hands are the ghost of an old man who was hit by a car and killed on that road, the ghost of a deceased Dartmoor prison inmate, or some kind of evil spirit wandering the moors. Whatever they are, it's certainly a good idea to take care if you find yourself driving around the lonely country roads of the UK. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and comment your thoughts about this video.